Hey guys, Joe here, and here we are to talk about the Jet Squelcher. Now this is a very far range rifle, and it is of course automatic. It does decent damage, and a lot of other things, so let me get into that in a second. But let's just get right into the weapon. So of course here's the little stuff, you can read of course, and let me go over this. So it has a very long range. This is one of the furthest range rifles, if not the furthest in the entire game. So it's of course very strong in that way, and you can kill the opponent when they can't kill you. This weapon and the NES Zap are in my opinion some of the best ways to counter the .52, because you can hit them before they can hit you, and the .52 is one of the best weapons in the game in my opinion, which a lot of people use. Secondary has a splash wall, so you can just put this down and then snipe people from afar. Very strong in that way. It does take quite a bit of ink, so it can be a little bit bad though. And finally, it has a ink strike, which is just a very good weapon, especially in rank, because you can just control a point pretty much just by having 2 or 3 ink strikes on your team. So you can just easily get the points, and overall, just a very strong weapon. Can get the ground okay, and does pretty high damage. So overall, very, very strong. First off, I went with some ink recovery up, just because this thing does run out of ink pretty fast if you use the splash wall a lot, which I do. Secondly, I use the ninja squid because you will want to be hiding a lot, getting around from place to place, and then to kill the opponent from afar. And finally, stealth jump, because then you can jump into your opponents that aren't quite on your enemies, and then, well, you can jump onto your teammates that are a little bit off to the right or left pretty much, and then you can snipe from there. Sometimes stealth jump isn't the most useful, but most of the time it is pretty strong. Now, let me get straight into actually using this weapon pretty fast. Here we go. One of my more favorite weapons. I've used this a lot on my main account, but of course on this account I try to not use the weapons way too much. So, as you can see, it's pretty good. I would recommend you use gyroscope on this weapon if you use it, because it just shoots so far. Let's see. Yeah, it shoots all the way over there, if you can see. Way over there, so it's like 6 or 7 lines. Very, very far. This can actually get the ground pretty easily on a huge map, like the cone map, because look how far it is. If the map is huge, this is an okay weapon, but if the map is pretty small, it's not quite as good a lot of the time. So, as you can see, it will also just get little slots around the ground, so you take that as you like it, you know, huge kind of crazy, kind of far sometimes. But let's just go over this. It kills at a decent rate. If you look, it kills like that. Go a little bit further back. The weapon is very hard to control without gyroscopes, because you will be shooting very far, which is hard to do without gyroscopes. You can see, you can snipe from really far away. There we go. And then, actually use the secondary, which is, of course, this, which you can just hide behind, shoot the opponent. There we go. Very far. And the opponent has to break this, and of course you can't shoot between it. Finally, you will have your little ink strike, which you can just tap anywhere on the map. So watch this. Go over here. And then it will get the ground. Also, you can put the ink strike just barely in front of you, and use it as a protective measure. Ink strike is overall a very good weapon, especially in rank. Now that I have gone over some of this stuff, very far range weapon, very good, I will be going over inside the game exactly how to use it, how I use it, and just a little gameplay of me using it. Okay, so here we are. Now we are with this very far range weapon. Now I do not like gyroscope very much, so I am very not good with this weapon because I do not play with gyroscope. You pretty much have to play with gyroscope to use this. But at the beginning, you can kind of just shoot it all the way around. It'll get a lot of the spots all over the ground. This is very nice if you are in your enemy's territory and you just want to get quite a bit of area, but you don't really want to shoot exactly them. You can shoot right over here also. Not the nice, but one of the annoying things about this weapon is that shooting from afar, you can't really shoot upwards from afar with this weapon very much. When you try to do that, it doesn't really work that well. You kind of have to shoot straight. We have an AFK. Kind of have to shoot straight, which does suck a little bit. Or you do have to shoot downhill. Here we go, though. Killed him. Get him from way further than he can hit us. And, you know, you can just do that. That's the main purpose of this weapon. You just gotta hit them before they can hit you. That's what the friggin' thing is for. Now, as you can see, that was like a fight between me and the exact same weapon. Got him, but he got me. Now, of course, the bad thing about this weapon is that it does do not the highest damage and doesn't have the highest rate of fire, so you won't be able to get a lot of kills like you can with a .52, but you can actually counter a lot of weapons in a 1v1 because you can't shoot them very far away. Or you can kind of act as a sniper if you do not actually like the sniper. If you like to play more of these machine gun type weapons, but you want to play more sniper playstyle, you can just hide way further up, snipe people from afar, and he'll be pretty useful to your team. Sniping with this weapon is definitely not looked down upon. It's one of the better weapons in the game to snipe with, probably the best one other than, you know, an actual sniper. I'll use this, shoot all the way at their spawn, and, that was too bad. I died right as I used that. Now that is a big problem about using this little thing that just shoots way up. Let me teleport on the bottom screen. Now all the ninja squid does, or the stealth squid or whatever it's called, it makes so people can't see you when you're actually going places. Let's see if I can This guy. Ah, there's somebody right there. Now, he is actually using quite a bit of damage pluses, which if you do have enough, it can make this weapon more into a killing weapon, but still, I don't really think this is meant quite as much for killing as it is for sniping from really far away, and it is actually very good at that. You can use this weapon to kill from far, but, yeah, close up, just go for something else. If you do not like to get people from far away, don't pick this. Of course, if you do have to go close, it's not too bad. You can hit people from decent ranges. Oh, but yeah, if they get close with anything, you're just doomed. Also, if you do get put into a 3v4, which I was for quite a while, you're probably also going to be doomed. Luckily, this guy has finally come back, and maybe we can make it come back. I'm just going to go all the way over through the right, try to get as much land as I can. You can shoot way up into the sky, get all that land, shoot more, or all that turf, shoot more, and yeah, you just get everything. Now this weapon is a lot better in ranked mode actually, because you can just throw one of these out pretty much on your ranked spawn or your ranked place. Just hide, spam this out, and as you can see though, if I wasn't out of ink, you can just hide behind that and kill the opponent while they can't kill you. They can break through it, but it takes about like 20 shots on most regular guns, so it is pretty much invulnerable. Not quite invulnerable, but it is very close. Well, we got completely wrecked, but I hope that this somewhat showed you. I got quite a few far-range kills. You will be wanting to get the far-range kills, but if your team is not there, or if a lot of your team has the far-range kills, or just the far-range weapons like my team, then you will just be not doing quite as good. As you can see, though, I got a decent amount of points. My computer, my friend, did leave me, so that's kind of a little bit of a bummer. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you really do like this weapon. I personally think that this is one of the best weapons in the game. Also, there are quite a bit of good weapons in this game, but it's one of the best weapons just because it shoots so far and it's just so good when you're playing on the ranked mode, which I'm not right now. But if you guys do enjoy, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.